I'd like to recall the Hopi prophecy that you heard in the first module, which said, at this time in history, you are to take nothing personally, least of all yourselves. For the moment we do, our personal spiritual journey comes to a halt. And yet we do take things personally. We do think, I'm having this emotion. I should be in charge. I should fix it. We take emotions as problems to be solved. They are not. They are normal human experiences. And a while ago, I discovered this wonderful poem by Rumi in this book. Rumi is from the 11th century, I believe. And he writes, this being human is a guest house. Every morning is a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Joy, depression, meanness. Welcome and entertain them all. Treat each guest honorably. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Each has been sent as a guide from beyond. This is where we get into the realization, or maybe it's still a question for you. What do I do with strong negative emotions? And do I treat myself as a victim? This is happening to me, for me, only me. Or do I treat them as opportunities to connect with other human beings, with the fundamental human experience? Whatever the feelings are, if we are not intent on fixing them or immediately wanting to get someone to tell us, yes, you have good reason to be angry, or yes, you should feel powerless because, well, look what they're doing to you. I mean, we have so many, quote, friends who will come at us and justify our emotions. That's not the work for us. If we're going to stay in the midst of this dissolving, cruel world, we need to not be afraid of our emotions, and we don't need to fix them. We need to acknowledge their presence, greet them at the door like a beloved stranger, and then we learn to work with them. So this is the Tibetan Buddhist practice called Tonglen, which is about sending and receiving. There are many ways this is taught. I'm going to teach what has for me been the most practical, instantaneously effective way to deal with my very strong emotions, rage, loneliness, despair, all these intense emotions. So the first step, and please just sit comfortably now, just really relax into this practice. When you are feeling a strong emotion, maybe right now, name it, observe it, use this phrase, there is whatever it is. Don't discount it, don't deny it, don't push it away, but you do name it and let it be in your field, not in your body. Once you do that, when you are able, this can take hours, it can take moments, or it can take days. But the point of this practice is to ask this question. Here I am. I'll use a common one. Here I am. I'm feeling very lonely tonight. Usually when we feel lonely, it's called hot loneliness because we want to get rid of it. So we call somebody, or we drink something, or we take an intoxicant, or we get lost in a screen. That's hot loneliness because we can't bear the pain of it. And then there's long-term loneliness, which is very hard to bear. But here's the practice. Just like me, I wonder how many other people on this planet are experiencing loneliness at this very moment. At this very moment, how many other human beings are experiencing what I'm experiencing? Terrible loneliness. When you ask that question, you can call in a person you've seen on the street, a neighbor, someone in your family, or you can call in whole populations. The women in Sudan, the people in extreme, terrible war areas that seem constant now, Gaza, Iran, Ukraine. I'm just talking about Europe and North Africa. But think about someone that you believe is probably experiencing loneliness. Connect with them. You say to them even, I'm with you. I see you. And you connect through the strong emotion. You don't want them to feel better. You don't want yourself to feel better. You just enjoy the connection. This is the fundamental nature of the universe. It's all relationships. And in this moment, we are using our personal pain to connect with another human being, another place. You can do this with any living thing, but you're connecting through the emotion, not to push it away. And then you find this great miracle of connection happens. You no longer feel like a lonely victim. You are now part of the human experience. Now, if that isn't a treasure, I don't know what is. But I have done this practice now for about 30 years. It's become instantaneous now for whenever I'm feeling something strong, that I know the way to shift and to come back to the richness of my human spirit is to use that emotion to connect with those who are struggling with it. So I mentioned that I'm in rage every day, and doing this practice, I have tuned into mass killers. I have tuned into terrorists. I have tuned into people who go on the street and are overcome by their rage and don't know what to do except to hurt another person. I understand that feeling, and here's the essential difference. I have practices that I will not go out on the street. I will not kill somebody with a gun. I will not act on my rage. But as I fully experience it, I connect deeply with great compassion with those who have no practice except to act on it. This is a true source of compassion. I think the most painful part of this practice is you tune into all these people who, just like you, are suffering. But then when you realize that they're locked into that, they have no escape, then your heart just opens wide with great, great compassion for them. The people that and categories of people I've done Tonglen for over these years, I now really feel connected to them. They are not distant, suffering strangers. They are fellow human beings, and I want to offer them as much as possible. So to recount the practice, you name the emotion you're feeling. You put it beyond yourself. There is this emotion. And then when you can, you ask the question, just like me, I wonder how many others are experiencing the same emotion at this time. Do it because you are the beneficiary of this, and it opens your heart wider and wider to the human experience, which includes suffering and includes joy. It includes feeling these strong emotions, and it includes feeling centered and peaceful with it all.
Find out more on advaya.life.